Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new video, and sorry for the lack of uploads lately, but today we have my extra thoughts on this bad boy right here, the LDY Sirius V4. Now, I've been spending quite a bit of time with this guy. He's been nicking me a little bit, but as well, because you've had only that is actually from the Sirius. But yeah, first time I've been nicked in a little while. But yeah, no, I've been really loving this thing. It is, to put in one sentence, also please excuse me if I'm a little sniffly. I do have hay fever. So for my English viewers, and for those of you around the world who do get this, you'll know I've taken some tablets to try and help tame it a little bit, but I might be a little bit sniffly for the first half of this video. Apologies, it's just the springtime. But yeah, if I could put this in one phrase or one sentence, it would be well made, you know, or as one word even, because that's hyphenated. Yeah, this is incredibly well made, and I mean, it just sounds fantastic. So apologies for like the extra noise in the background. It seems like every single builder in the world has decided to do construction as of late, and also I live on top of a hill, so all the sounds travel up, and yeah. But yeah, this thing is absolutely phenomenal, albeit a little bit scary because it's actually not stupid sharp, right? It's not like ridiculously sharp, but it is sharp enough to nick you if you catch it poorly. And I think the one thing I have realised, especially now, is the first time taking it out in the sun. Oof, that was close. If I could do a nice Rev 8 wall, that would be really pleasant. But this thing is just absolutely beautiful. Like, look at it. I mean, here it is, glistening in the sun in beautiful 60 frames with this beautiful, like, kind of stone wash blade and these beautifully made aluminium handles. It's actually very grippy for an aluminium balisong. Excuse me. I think the only the only complaint point I would have from the aluminium design is really the jimping. It's nothing to write home about. Other than that, though, it is really nice. Like, honestly, I'm a big fan of the design here. One, it looks good, right? It's got a nice handle gap, and two, there's loads of hole patterns here on the surface, so loads of grip there on the front. These side bits have these, like, you know, horizontal slot lines milled into them, so they are actually grippier than, like, if those weren't there. You know, they don't allow too much for this side-to-side movement. A bit for this up and down movement, but, you know, the side-to-side is fine. And then the sides, I mean, the sides are definitely the least grippy section, and it also feels weird on this finger. I don't know if you can see that, but, okay, my camera will not want to focus on it, but if you look at my finger there, it is burnt, the whole tip of my finger, so I can't exactly feel it. Everything feels super slippery, but with my thumb I can feel, you know, this section here, this is definitely the least grippy bit, but it's better than nothing, right? I wish that I'm glad they didn't actually mill a hole down here, because then it would ring too much. But maybe if they did like a bunch of drilled holes, I don't know, but I feel like that wouldn't really work with the design language. Maybe if they did something like this sort of, but I'm sure they play around with it and it would have just given the wrong balance. But yeah, the balance is fantastic. I know some people have said that the kukri blade is a little wonky, and to be honest, I guess compared to the Tanto, I imagine the Tanto flips slightly more neutrally, just to having more edge weight, more tip weight I should say. But really, I've had no problems with pulling off any of like the tricks that I like doing. If anything, this has kind of got a bit of Kraken syndrome in terms of it kind of just does the tricks for you. I think in aerials, it's a little bit, excuse me, intimidating. But really, I've just not learnt the timing of that's all. And it really isn't that bad at all. So yeah, you can kind of see when it comes to kind of some of the transitions here, the blade, I guess, sometimes you could argue lags behind a little bit. On chaplains, it's fantastic. And honestly, the best part about this balisong isn't just the tactile feel. I mean, you can hear how nice that just slammed in the hand. Especially with a bit of carbon honey or some super lube. or even Bally Plus lube, which is really good, by the way. The Bally Plus thick stuff, really, really solid stuff if you can find it. It's just the sound that it makes. It makes this beautiful... On one of these quieter days, I'll have to definitely do a sound test of this guy. But I mean, I don't know if you can hear it. Like, just take a listen to like the kind of hollowy ring. It's just a beautiful sound. Honestly, I absolutely love this thing. I'm really enjoying it. So thank you to you guys for making this possible. Without you, I wouldn't have been able to get my hands on one of these. And also, I don't know if it was today or yesterday, but these guys, LDY, who I'm huge fans of, really, they've made 3 fantastic balisongs that I've really, really thoroughly enjoyed. I think this one probably the most so out of all of them. Do I like it better than the Cygnus? I think from the fact that it's like half the price of the Cygnus, has a lot of the performance. Yeah, maybe it doesn't feel as nice in the hands as the Cygnus did. You know, it's not as grippy, it's a bit colder. But it sounds better than the Cygnus. And I would argue it looks just as cool, maybe even cooler. Obviously not as many premium materials, but I mean, you can't really complain considering this thing is like quite cheap as far as original balisongs go. And you can get these anywhere, right? You don't have to pay some ludicrous customs taxes. I mean, you might do, depending how they do it, but I'm sure you can organise it so that you don't have to. But I really love these guys. The Frank P was fantastic, and the Sirius so far has really been shaping up, and they've just released the Orion S, which is a new Chanwich version of the Orion, with the comb blade once again, and it seems really, really cool. I would love to get my hands on one of them. Hopefully the boys over at LDY can send me one out. I would love that. But yeah, I don't know. This though is still really, really cool. Like this is like a really neat little balisong here. I've been loving this guy, really. The thing is, there's not even too much bad to say about it. Yeah, I guess. No, honestly, it's really, really, really well made. Not only is it well made, but it's also very aesthetically pleasing. The little screwdriver thingy that it comes with is so good. That holds all my main bits now. You know, my T15s and my T10s. I say 15s, I have one T15 for the Gaboon. And I use it on my Seraph as well now, but that's it. It is as well made as like the other original balisongs I have, you know, like the Machine Wise. Okay, it doesn't have as good tolerances as the Machine Wise stuff. That stuff is a bit insane. It comes with really thick washers, which do need a bit of heavy lube to fill them up. But I'd rather have this little bit of wiggle than, you know, risk having an undersized bushing, like, which would just suck if you had an undersized bushing. Excuse me. And also, I know it doesn't have some of the refinement that you'd expect from slightly higher price. I say higher price from more American-made balisongs. Like, you know, I think these edges, they're not sharp, but they aren't rounded over or made comfortable in any way, shape or form. So that it gives you very much BRS kind of feels, like with the Alpha Beast. It doesn't feel bad, don't get me wrong, it doesn't feel uncomfortable, but I mean, I guess this kind of sandblast, blast finish, it feels a bit cheap. It would have been nicer if it was maybe a gloss. Obviously, it would be more expensive though, and so I can't really, you know, bash them for it. But I think if this had like polished surfaces as well as whatever the irregular milling is they've got going on here, I think it would be much cooler. Even if it had like the sandblast insides, if they just went around all of it with a polish, it would be a bit grippier. I think it would just do wonders for this guy. So maybe if they do a 0.5, they give it a polished finish, and maybe add some engraving on the blade, maybe just a little LDY logo there. That would be nice. But that seems to be a common trend with the LDY products. I don't think any of them have ever had any engraving on the blade other than on the S35VN models, which is just the Cygnus. I think that says S35VN on it. And I believe that's it. But yeah, you usually don't have any engraving markings on them. You know, usually they'll have a maker stamp on it, but I guess the LDY products are so distinct in and of themselves, they don't need that. But yeah, I think that's not really all for today, really. Just wrapping it up. I don't have tons of time, so thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like, a comment, and a subscribe. Consider becoming a channel member. I hope you've enjoyed. Sorry that the videos have been a bit sporadic as of late. Trying to get back on top of things. Uni season is wrapping up over the next kind of 2 months. And so it's just going to be a bit hectic for me in real life. Okay. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.